to all of you. From my country, where it is almost 9:10 in the evening, or 21:10 hours of Saturday, the 19th of June of the Gregorian year 2021. If I'm not wrong, it is almost 11:15 or around 10:40 hours in the morning in the state of Texas of the United States of America. It is a day of many memories, which also raises joy in my mind, or on the very spectrum of my mind. Because on this particular day of the Gregorian year 1865, the Union troops marched into the state of Texas to declare the freedom of numerous individuals who had been held as slaves and had been persecuted, oppressed, even killed arbitrarily. This day is most certainly a day on which late President Abraham Lincoln would be delighted to see. Alas, he was killed by a fanatic, like many of his successors in various parts of the world were killed by other fanatics. This great man, President Abraham Lincoln, dreamed that someday people of his own country and those who emigrated from other countries and immigrated to the United States of America would not be oppressed, exploited, and enslaved. Many dreams of ours remain untrue or unfulfilled for many of us, if not most of us. My dreams have remained unfulfilled until today, because I had hoped, and indeed still do hope, very earnestly to see a world free of illegal slaves during my lifetime. Slavery was abolished in various countries, on various continents of the world, long before my birth. But practical slavery, indeed the legal ones, of course, continues today due to the trade of human trafficking, a trade, however illegal, is extended throughout the world and is being carried out throughout the world even today. Even in my country, India, we have numerous individuals, including children, youths, women, and also men, who, though not officially, yet practically, are being held as slaves in various parts of our country by various powerful men and women of our country. And no doubt, throughout the world, such examples can be found even at this very moment. While I address you, most beloved, dear and respected viewers of this live video telecasting of mine, at this very moment. Illegal slavery, followed by, or I should say, illegal human trafficking, followed by illegal slavery. And illegal slavery followed by oppression, exploitation, even unlawful killing of the victims continue even at this very moment while I address you live. Can we not do something about it? I personally believe we can. If I did not believe this, I would not be here addressing you, my most dear and respected friends and respected viewers of this video recording at this very moment. It is Saturday. I endeavor to keep Sabbaths. As you may also notice, I look very untidy, not even having had a shave today. But I'm taking this time to recall the sacrifices made by thousands of people, even of their own lives, and perhaps hundreds of thousands in the succeeding days, weeks, months, and years to come. But these can be considered as drops into the ocean. We need the help of all our fellow global citizens, even today. We need this because the need is so great. Too many babies, children, youths, women, and men are being trafficked illegally and later sold into illegal slavery, where often their documents are forfeited by the greedy and offensive traders. And those people are too afraid to turn to the authorities concerned without having the valid documents on them. If, of course, those victims can escape the confinement into which they're held even at this very moment. They are not merely exploited, oppressed, indeed abused, but in many cases, in many incidences, such victims are also killed in the business of organ trafficking. They are brought to operation theatres in order to have their organs extracted, which leads, of course, in many cases, to their deaths. My most beloved, dear, and respected friends, if you consider me to be a friend of yours, even as a global citizen or a fellow citizen of yours, please come forward. Raise your voices against such evil, lawfully, even within the framework of the Charter of the United Nations or the UN Charter. But do something. Nothing comes out of nothing is a fact we need to recognize. Even a single lamp, which may be an oil lamp or a candle lighted in a dark room, however large that room can be, shivers the darkness of the room. It shatters the darkness. So does a single voice. I named a number of individuals in the past. I named one of them tonight, according to our time. And I may well be required to name many others in the future. But I remember that Roman slave Spartacus, perhaps called Spartacus in various other languages, who shivered and shook the Roman Empire. There were many others. I already named that great man, Abraham Lincoln. There was Mahatma Gandhi, born in my country, who raised his voice even in South Africa, and later returning home, he led his country to freedom, even by non-violent movement, or called the movement of non-violence. Mother Teresa, who was initially not a citizen of this country, came as a teacher and fought for justice without violence. Yet she showed that service in true humanity could, and indeed even can today, make a difference. Nelson Mandela of South Africa showed that forgiving others, yet building up a united front, can make a difference in the world. So can we. If you, my beloved, dear and respected friends and fellow citizens of the world, come forward to unite yourselves, ourselves together, with the goal of liberating those who are being trafficked or enslaved, we can make a difference. I believe this from the very core of my heart. Indeed, I remain convinced that we can make a difference if we truly endeavor to do the good for others, even rendering our personal service, lawfully, without violence, but genuinely in liberation of those who are held even today unlawfully, even as illegal slaves. I thank all of you for watching this live telecasting video. I thank all of you who endeavor to do so at his or her convenience. Thank you once again. While I wish you the protection of the same Creator who created all of us, even those great men and women who fought for the liberation of others without violence or justly and indeed with all due justification, and who created those poor victims held in slavery even today. Thank you once again.